Today's Five Facts guest is an editor for the Star Tribune. Chris Hewitt reviews books and movies and TV shows.
He's got a lot of other interests as well outside of those. He's here to share some of those with us today in a little segment we call Five Facts. Chris, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
I follow you on Twitter, so I'm a big fan. Nice to have you in person. And I've caught videos of you opening books, and this is a thing.
Yeah, it's almost, I think of the book room at work where all of the books that we get sent by publishers as kind of almost like a treasure chest.
Yeah.
So every time I go in there, it's like, I'm opening Christmas presents today.
Well, that's cool because it takes people inside your process a little bit too, right?
How do you know which presents to open?
Well, sometimes I have an idea because there'll be something on the outside of the package that indicates what's going to be in it. Sometimes it's completely random. And once in a while, I have pre-opened a package and then semi-pretended I was reopening it.
Have you ever found something in one of those packages that you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't expect this?
I have. I don't think I should talk about it on the air.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I was gonna
gosh.
say.
Maybe you guys got a merch package from the Ethan Coen movie that came out in the spring. Did you guys get that package?
Oh no, but I bet it must have been good.
I don't think I should say what.
Yeah, yeah. Well, if
But
it's,
yes, I have.
if it's one of the Coen brothers, then that all tracks, right?
All right, let's talk about your second fact, which just cracks me up, that in college, you created a research project so that you could watch the Mary Tyler Moore Show?
Yeah, it was 100% bogus. But the Mary Tyler Moore, the MTM, her company actually, papers were located at the University of Wisconsin where I went to grad school.
Okay.
And you know, this is pre-streaming, pre-even being able to buy videos of your favorite show. This is the only way you could see them is if they happen to come up on TV. And I love that show. I'm the biggest Mary Tyler Moore Show fan in the world. And I discovered that the papers were there and these huge, like this format of videotape that you would just stick in a machine. So I, invented I don't even know what it was. It was like how Mary's hairstyles reflected the role of women in the 70s or something completely bogus like that. But yeah, I put on these ginormous headphones and I'm sitting in this study, Carol, watching the Mary Tyler Moore and laughing my head off.
So
That's awesome.
what grade did you get on it?
There wasn't a paper. I never wrote a paper.
Oh, it
I
was just a
watched-
research project.
Yeah, I just watched these
Oh
shows
my
for my
gosh.
fake newspaper, for my fake paper. Yeah.
How long did you
That's
sit in that
awesome.
room and do that? I mean, I'm trying to think of how many episodes there were. It must have been weeks.
Well, I think I was catching up on some that I hadn't seen in a while, so
Okay.
I didn't watch all of them.
Yeah.
There are, I think, 140 of them. I watched, I don't know, 10, 15 of them. I definitely went in for
fun.
3 or 4 days doing my research.
That's funny. So we had Megan and I had quite the discussion earlier about what even is a floaty pen, and you've got quite the collection of them. That's the pens with the stuff floating in the end.
In the
That's what a
middle.
float the middle. Okay.
And there will be something that floats from one end to the other.
Like a ship. in
Yeah,
water,
or like my creepiest one is Abe Lincoln, who floats from his boyhood home, which makes sense, to his tomb. I don't know what Abe Lincoln's doing at his tomb, but I have him visiting it. And most
so
people,
weird.
I think they were more popular, like say 20 or 30 years ago. So like when you go to souvenir stores and you say, "Do you have any floaty pens?" They'll be like, "I don't know what a floaty pen is." So you kind of have to do that gesture,
Yeah.
and then
Yep.
they sort of get, "Oh yeah, it's the one with the oil in the middle."
Do you like go online and buy them from eBay, or do you get them as gifts, or how did the collection start?
Both of those have happened, but for the most part, it's just like it's a really good souvenir of a trip because you can stick it in your suitcase and it's not enough liquid to flag TSA, and they're small and they're cheap.
And
so
usable
yeah,
and practical?
so yeah, every time I go to a presidential library or whatever, I check at the souvenir shop.
They
and
still have
Get a
the
floaty
pens.
pen.
They tend to have them. And, Niagara Falls has them. The Space
Right,
Needle
right.
has them. I have a lot of them from Minnesota, actually. There used to be a couple of good sources here. I don't know if they are anymore.
Oh, I
Look
love
at that! Look at that one.
It. That's the Abe Lincoln. That's the Abe Lincoln pen.
Is that the one you
Is
have?
it? I can't quite tell what that
It's not
one
the
is.
same one, but there's his little carriage taking him. Yeah, whatever. Weird. All right. Good try, Booth. Let's talk about your Agatha Christie thing. You decided to go back and had you read the Agatha Christie books, or you reread them chronologically?
I had read them when I was about 12 or 13 because my grandma had lots of paperbacks and
Yeah.
introduced me to them. And I, for whatever reason, a 12-year-old falls in love with books about 1940s England did and started reading them. And then I don't know, probably 6 years ago, I started thinking about, gosh, I would like to reread some of those. I wonder if I would even, remember
Yep.
who did
Yeah.
it, all that stuff. So I did, and I decided to read them in order. and then blog about them. And kind of discovered as I was that it becomes sort of a history of England in the 20th century, because they start right after World War I and they go up to like the mid 70s, and you really see almost the way Downton Abbey does, like all people having to sell off those big estates and not being able to get servants because suddenly servants wanted to make money and stuff like that. So
Did your blogging? I was recently introduced to the phrase "the niches get the riches," and it's such a niche thing. Did people like really enjoy what you were writing about them? I imagine they did.
I definitely got comments from people and people saying, gosh, I've wondered about Agatha Christie, but maybe I'll take a stab at it. And at the very end, I'm kind of a nerd. Ranked them all in order from I think there are 79 of them from first to 79th. So people are often like, well, if I'm going to think about an Agatha Christie book, which one should I do? And I've got a 1 to 79
Interesting.
list
Yeah,
I
that's
can
good.
share with them.
Nice. Tell us about the fact that you, up until a year ago, every book you read from start to finish?
Yeah, I guess it's because, you're sort of hopeful that it's going to get better even if it's not very good. And I am fortunate to be a really fast reader, so it's not maybe as huge of a time commitment as it might be for some people. But I always felt like, I want to give this book a chance. But now, when I have to decide what we're going to review and write about, often I have to read a book for, 30 or 40 pages and say, I don't think this is for us. So I frequently now don't finish books.
Do you prefer the reviews of books or shows or movies over one another? Like, or do you love them all equally?
Gosh, that's a really hard one. I do love them all. I would say my number one might be movies, which I don't do so much anymore. What is what I started doing at the Pioneer Press in the 90s. But yeah, I love all three of them. It's kind of nice to be able to zip back and forth a little bit. I certainly go to all three of them, whether I'm writing about them or not.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and I would think, given everyone's so busy and time constraints, I would guess what you're doing is pretty valuable for people just to hone in on. Like, I want to read a book, but, just to go to somebody who they trust and go, get your opinion about it. I would think that's pretty valuable for people right now.
I hope so. I have a little Post-it note next to my desk at home that's something my editor said once, which is, what will this do for readers? Which is basically, when you're writing something, try to think in the back of your mind, is this going to be helpful or is this going to go undevoid? And yeah, I think part of that is, helping people figure out what they might want to read or go to, but also maybe 15 minutes of entertaining reading can be something that's useful. So yeah, I think there's definitely a role for that. I certainly have leaned on people's recommendations in the past.
Right.
Very cool.
Well, Chris, thank you.
Thank you.
This was a lot of fun.
I got to see that Abe Lincoln pen. We're going to put a link. You can read his reviews on MinnesotaLive.com.